The Prime Minister Anthony Albanese has officially opened the new Australian Embassy in Washington alongside his former boss, Kevin Rudd. Our political editor, Andrew Clennell, filed this update from Washington.
He gave a speech. He doesn't give short speeches, does he, Kevin Rudd? And Anthony Albanese was there. He actually praised Kevin Rudd. It was also interesting, too, to see the guests there, because I think it gives you some indication of those who are attending the state dinner. And you had Tom Karma of Karma Langton fame, for obviously the person who, one of the architects of The Voice, was there, so no doubt he's at the state dinner. And Taryn Brumfitt, Australian of the Year, a body image champion. We foreshadowed earlier in the week that she'd be there. Business leaders as well, and sports leaders. Peter V'landys, we spoke to him this morning. I'll get to that in a sec. Here was Anthony Albanese and Kevin Rudd at that opening in Washington a short time ago.
When Americans have found themselves in the front line over much of the last 100 years, the probability is the bloke in the foxhole next to you is probably most likely to have been an Australian.
I don't know if any Australian singer returned the favour as this new embassy was being brought into being. I hope it wasn't Kevin, because I have heard him sing. And our American friends will be pleased I won't be trying to match President Yoon's effort during my visit to the White House.
So NRL Chief Peter V'landys was there. We know he's starting the season next year in Las Vegas. We know he's doing a big push for rugby league into the US. He thinks that can be a big earner and really help grow the game. And so he was invited to the state dinner. Anthony Albanese helped arrange it. I spoke exclusively to Mr V'landys. We'll play you that interview, the full interview and afternoon agenda later. This was Peter V'landys this morning.
It's a great honour to be here, and so I don't really know the details as to what happens during the night. I think they're a well-kept secret, but I'm really looking forward to it and hopefully be able to sell Australian sport.
So just one more jet lag sleep until we have the Oval Office visit, the press conference of the two leaders and that big state dinner.
And the tables have been set for the official state dinner welcoming Anthony Albanese to the White House. It is just the fourth state dinner that President Biden has hosted as the administration works to quell concerns over the AUKUS submarine deal.
President Joe Biden and his wife, First Lady Jill Biden, stood waiting to welcome Prime Minister Anthony Albanese and his partner, Jodie Hayden, at the White House. A rare personal dinner invitation before the formalities of the state visit begin. But the conflict in Israel has overshadowed the week.
Mr. President, are you urging Israel to delay its ground invasion, sir?
Israelis are making their own decisions.
The White House has revealed the band the B-52s were meant to play for the evening, but will now attend as guests.
We've made a few adjustments to the entertainment portion of the evening. The band will attend the dinner as guests, and the President's own Marine Band and the Army and Air Force Strolling Strings will provide instrumental music for the dinner.
First Lady Jill Biden revealed her tablescape design, explaining it reflects the spring colours of Australia. Guests will dine on sarsaparilla beef short ribs.
As the United States and Australia celebrate our past century of partnership and look toward the next century of friendship, I was inspired to bring together the vibrant Australia spring and crisp American autumn as the seasons ripple across our great painted landscapes. This evening, in just a few moments actually, the President and I will welcome Prime Minister Albanese and Ms. Hayden to the White House.
In the private dinner between the two world leaders, sensitive topics like China will undoubtedly be on the agenda, especially as Prime Minister Anthony Albanese is meeting with China's President Xi Jinping next week. And China is closely watching the progress of AUKUS. Key AUKUS legislation is stalled in Congress while they scramble to nominate a speaker. But AUKUS supporters say the $3 billion White House funding allocation in its supplemental budget is a strong vote of confidence.
Getting anything in the supplemental is usually considered a major victory, no matter whether it's a domestic priority or national security priority. So, and the reason is that the batting average of passing supplementals is almost perfect, 100%. The way the package has been put together, which I think really will attract support from both sides of the aisle.
Annalise Nielsen, Sky News at the White House.
And don't miss all the colour and ceremony from the White House State Dinner for Anthony Albanese. We will be bringing you live coverage tomorrow morning from First Edition with Andrew Clennell and Annalise Nielsen.